Welcome to the Effortlessly Abundant Life podcast, where we will dive into the mindset, spirituality, and practical tools to have more of what you want with less effort. I'm your host, Natalia, a mindset shifter, certified life and success coach, and hypnotherapist who is obsessed with making your life feel good from the inside out. So let's dive in today's episode in 3, 2, 1. Happy 2024! Hello, my beautiful souls. How are you? I am so excited for this episode. It's going to be short and to the point, but I wanted to check in with you first. How was your holiday season? How was your weekend? How did you welcome the new year? Did you do some rituals with yourself? Did you do some journaling? Did you put some intentions for this new year? How did you kind of celebrate it? And maybe you didn't do nothing. And I want to normalize the fact that sometimes we make so much bigger deal than it should. And sometimes all it takes is just putting the intention out there. And it could be as simple as that. And it's all we got to do. But today we're going to talk about the 3 key things to do. And maybe I'll put an extra one in the end if you stick around, that will help you to achieve your best year yet and get this effortless, abundant life in your business, in your relationships, within yourself, with the work and job you do, whatever that is that you want, to get more of what it is that you want with less effort. So before we're going to dive in, I just want to share with you that if you live in New York City, you should definitely go visit the Bronx Botanic Gardens. They have now a very special holiday train show, and it's just so amazing. And honestly, one of the best things in being a mom is kind of see the world through my kid's eye and just do all these things that I would not even think of doing because, quote unquote, I'm an adult and we do different things. But I think it's so much fun to do these kind of like adventurous fun and kind of bring the kid in me out. And it was so much fun to see New York City in these like miniature sculpture and see the trains and the different kind of trains moving through them and see how Michael absolutely freaked out and loved every minute of it. And it's just so much fun. So if you're in New York, go ahead and definitely check it out. What else did we do? We also had a little like brunch, I would say, in the Soho area in New York City. And we did a little shopping, and it's so interesting. I actually put it on my Instagram. And I talk about it, how I would dream of going to these like boutiques and these like really nice stores and just feeling special and feeling like I am catered to and choosing something beautiful and well made and something special and unique that is not just like anybody can buy. And it's like, I'm probably going to throw it after a couple of times wearing it. And I went to a boutique store and I just had this like the most incredible kind of experience, just walking in and having my own shopper and just looking through and browsing different shoes and choosing the shoes that I absolutely love and I'm going to wear all the time. And I'm really kind of digging the whole cream on cream kind of type of outfit. So these shoes are perfect for them because I don't want to wear nude, if you get what I'm saying. I want something a little bit more pop of color. So it's kind of like a snake pattern and it has some very beautiful baby blue pattern on it and some beautiful kind of it's ivory type of color, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. So if you're into that, go ahead and check my Instagram, especially my stories, because I share with you literally everything and I would love to hear from you. So how are we talking about shoes? I have no idea, but let's get back to today's topic about how to make our best effortlessly abundant year yet. I know you probably hear many different mentors, many different people telling you what you should do for this new year, how you can make this best year yet, and all these things that honestly gives us more anxiety makes us feel less of, and always feeling like it's so hard and so unachievable that we're already giving up. And that's the truth. Every single year we start with this like very strong motivation to better our life, to do something bigger with our lives. And then life happens, right? And then you get sucked into all the obligations that you have, your job, your family, and slowly but surely get off the pattern and off the mindset of doing the things that move the needle for you and doing the things that move you towards the dreams and the goals you want. So I am here to remind you that no matter what day you're listening to this, no matter what date you're listening to this could be a decision for you to make, that from this on, this moment, it doesn't have to be tomorrow, it's today. The second that you're listening to it, you're deciding to start fresh. And that is the beauty. It's a collective thing right now that we all kind of setting this new intention and start this blank new page. But know that you have the power in any given moment to put the past in the past and start from this clean slate. And I'm just going to tell you that I saw something on Instagram and it really made sense to me. And the more you connect it to your intuition, the more you kind of listen to your intuition, the more things that come to you, the information I would say that comes to you, start to resonate. Sometimes you just know when things are very deeply true, and sometimes when it's not. And you just feel something is off, right? And I heard this very interesting, I don't even know who it is, but he said something very interesting that I thought it was worth mentioning. Speaking of the new year, that we're actually not celebrating the new year at the right date. The Gregorian calendar, the one that we are now following, does have 12 months, and the new year starts in January. However, if you don't know, I was born February 29th, it's a leap year, right? So, and I don't celebrate my birthday every single year, only every 4 years. And by the way, this coming year is my real birthday, so I'm very excited. But it's always seemed kind of odd to me. And what he said that is very, very deeply resonated with me, and you can take it or leave it, that we actually supposed to have 13 months. And each month should have 28 days. And we're actually supposed to start the year with nature, which if you're following the natural cycles of nature, it's actually spring, actually April. It's something to think about. It's something to contemplate. And one of the things he said, that the Gregorian calendar was invented by people, right, certain kind of people, that wanted us to be disconnected with our natural cycle. Because the more we're connected with our natural cycle, it actually allows us to tap into more abundance and be carried with nature versus going against nature. And things come to you and goes a little bit easier. Actually, a lot more easier when you think about it, right? And I actually talked about it in my, not previous episode, but 2 episodes ago, where I talked about how we can honor our natural cycles. And the more I honored my natural cycles, it actually went with my natural cycles, the more things just came to me easily. And when you think about the trees and you think about nature itself, nothing is forced. Everything has its own pace. Everything comes and goes. Everything just happens in the way it should be. And I think it's such a beautiful lesson for us and something to think about. So don't stress yourself up thinking like right now is the way to start your year. And as I said, forget about the new year, forget about January, forget about any date. Choose the now, the second, to be this fresh new start for you. So go ahead, look into what I said. If there's something that interests you, check it. Feel and know and research your own truth. That's what it's all about. There's no one truth, by the way. We all have different perspectives and truth. And it's all about really digging in and researching for yourself. So you are not just getting information and just believing anything, but really looking into things and making your own perspective and truth. So this is a long intro, But I think it was important. But let's dive in to the first key thing you should do to really make this year more abundant effortlessly. Instead of thinking about goals, instead of thinking about what the things you want to achieve and have, for instance, you want to make X amount of money, or you want to achieve a certain body, you want to lose some weight, you want to meet the one, you want to buy a house or a car or travel somewhere, whatever your thing is, right? I want you to, instead of writing what it is that you think you want, I want you to really go down and ask yourself, what is this thing or experience will make you feel? Instead of connecting and attaching yourself to the results, to the things, and chasing constantly the next target, the next money, the next relationship, the next, because it's never going to end. I want you to stop chasing, and I want you to start being this version of yourself that has this thing. And how we do that, we're tapping into the feeling. So, as I said, wherever that goal you wrote for yourself for this year, I want you to write how it will make you feel. Because I don't care what it is. It could be the relationship of your dreams. It could be the money that you always wanted to have in your bank account. It could be the house that you want and see yourself living. It doesn't matter. In the end of the day, you would not want that thing or this experience if it not make you feel a certain way. So think about it. You want to have the relationship. Now, do you want just have the relationship and just have those pictures together but then feel empty inside? No, right? You want a relationship that makes you feel what? Feel loved, feel cherished, feel excited, feel loved, feel valued, right? You want to feel a certain way by having this relationship. Or if you want a certain amount of money, why you want this money? What is it going to make you feel? If I'm just going to drop $100 million in your bank account right now, but you cannot access it. You cannot use this money. Okay, you have this money, but then you cannot really use it for the things you want to use the money for. And therefore, you cannot really feel the things you can do with this kind of money. So is it really worth it? So it's not really the money, right? It's the feelings that we want to achieve. Now, this is the biggest hack. We can choose how we want to feel in any given moment. We can choose how we want to feel in any given moment. A lot of times we think that we're just victims of how we feel, of our thoughts, of circumstances. And we feel ourselves like we're always in this constant reaction mode. But with the things that I always talk about, like cultivating some kind of nervous system regulation, cultivating some kind of meditation, self-reflection, all the things that we talk about, you really start to gaining a little bit more distance between you and the feelings you have. And you start to see them for what they are. They're no longer this big monstrous thing that you cannot control. You can look at them, observe them, and choose a different feeling. But if you don't create that distance, you don't create this observation view, you're always in the emotion. And as I said, emotions are always what? In motion. They always come and go. Now, if you want to achieve whatever this that you want, this is the biggest hack. Cultivate this emotion of what it is that you want to achieve, whatever the thing you think it will make you feel, as many times as possible. So if I want to achieve or have the relationship of my dreams, if I want to be married to my best friend, love of my life, how would that make me feel? Well, it will make me feel excited because I would feel, oh my God, we can do all these things together. It made me feel adventurous because we can go, as I said, to different places in the world and explore the world together. I would feel loved. I would feel valued because I would have somebody reflect to me the things that are valued, right? I feel like I'm worthy. I feel cherished. I feel fun because we do all these things that are fun. I feel sexy. I feel passionate. You can go on and on and on. And if you narrow down to, let's say, the 1, 2, 3 feelings of what it is that thing is going to make you feel, writing down a list of things that evoke this feeling for me. So I can do it during meditation by tapping into past experience, because we all have past experiences, even if it's not romantic based, even if you felt this feeling of love and being cherished and fun and adventures and something else. This is the same feeling. It doesn't matter for the brain, by the way, in your subconscious mind. So tap into this feeling by bringing a past event, or figure out, what does it make you feel adventurous? Oh, taking a kind of spontaneous trip on the weekend, or going some new place you've never been, or taking a left instead of the right that you always do every time you travel to work. Or what does it make you feel valued? Oh, really cultivate self-love activities, something that makes you feel like you are seen and heard and valued, right? You are taking time to take care of your body, working out, you're taking those longer baths, you are taking some time for yourself, and you're not saying yes to everybody around you, and you're saying more yes to yourself. Like, these are the things that are helping you to become the match of what it is that you want, and it will come and find you in the right time. But you're not doing these action, such as going on 100 dates and playing a numbers game, which I hate seeing so many people do, where they go on 20 dates a week and treat it as like a job. And that's what they tell me. Like, I treat it like a job. I treat it as something that I need to cross out and say, I tried it all. But it's not the truth. You're just going full gas on neutral, because you're not really moving the needle forward. You're just doing this empty energy, like empty, I would say, like empty energy based activities that are not actually helping you to manifest whatever that is that you want. Same thing with money. Same thing, for instance, if you want to make more money in your business or in your sales job, and you're just busy meeting people and doing the things and making cold calls and sending emails and DMs and posting all day and night, but yet you don't even cultivate what is it going to feel like to have more money in your bank, or more clients in your practice, or in your job, or in your business. What is it going to mean? How is it going to make you feel? How can you cultivate this feeling more in your life that doesn't have to be connected to the job or the money? That is the trick. So cultivate this feeling as frequently as possible. As I said, you can do it during meditations. You can do it during your day, and choosing activities and thoughts that will help you to cultivate this feeling more and more and more. And trust me, it's all about practicing. And this is truly what helped me to get the results that I want without burning myself out, and truly enjoying the journey of getting there, and not just having the things. And then when I got the relationship, when I got the money, when I got all the things that I wanted, I already felt it. It didn't feel like anything crazy, because I was already feeling those feelings. I was really like in it for so long that it just felt like, of course it happened. I didn't need it to happen. It was just a bonus. And that's how you know when you are about to receive whatever that is that you want. When you know when you're going to have it, it's just going to be a bonus. Because your life is not dependent on it. You're not in desperado vibes, like as I say. You are just living in these feelings and creating this feeling within you as frequently as you can by choosing the thoughts, by choosing your feelings, by choosing what you do. And that is how you get there, truly. And that kind of leads me to my second point, to my second key to how make this year your best effortlessly abundant year yet, is drop the results. Drop the results and stick to your habits. So I always depends on how are you in your human design. Some people are specific manifestors and some people are not specific. And what I mean by that is some people need to know to the T, if they want to manifest a house, what kind of knobs they're going to have, or what kind of color, and where is it going to be, on which side of the street. Like literally the smallest details you cannot even think of, they will think of. And that's what they want and they need to call in whatever that is that they want. Some people, like me, I'm a non-specific manifestor. I need a general idea of what it is that I want, and I'm good. So take it with a grain of salt. And that's something that I do with my clients. And really, when you do my one-on-one with me and I'm doing analysis of your human design, really figure out how you meant to call in your effortlessly abundant life in your way by being yourself, and not try to just do what everybody does and always feel like a failure because you can't do what's not really meant for you, right? But even if you are specific, one thing you should definitely stick to is the habits. But for me, what really helped me is to drop the results. Stop thinking about numbers. Stop thinking about too specifically because it would put pressure on me. And actually focus on what are the habits of the person that already has it, that is just maintaining that results that they have. So let's go to actually losing weight. I was somebody who was 40 pounds heavier, guys. And I'm not kidding. When I was a teenager, I can show you pictures that will blow your mind. My face was so round and so puffy. My belly was so big. I couldn't even walk without getting this like rashes in between my legs. Like, forget about it. Okay? And maybe it sounds too crazy, but I was overweight. And I would feel horrible about myself, and I would starve myself, and I would eat unhealthy, and then I had a horrible relationship with food. But one thing that I started doing is forgetting about numbers, forgetting about my scale, not even looking how much I weigh, because that is just, first of all, every expert will tell you right now that the weight is not an indicator of how thin you are or not thin you are. It's actually how you feel and look. Because you can gain all this muscle and be quote unquote heavier on the scale, but you look amazing, right? You have a lean muscle, you have long muscle, you have definition. But more importantly, how you feel. That is the most important thing. So for me, instead of looking in this number and attaching myself to a number, I was thinking to myself, how can I maintain, if I were right now a healthy, fit person, what would they do? How would they treat their body? What type of food they would put in their body? And that's how I started my whole journey of, and I can do a whole episode about it if you guys are interested, let me know. But I was focusing on, as I said, eating healthier, listening to my intuition, what my body wanted. Do a cleanse of all the BS that I put on my body to really start fresh. I started working out 3 times a week and moving in the way that my body felt better, not just kind of pushing myself and doing like CrossFit or jumping a lot and lifting really, really heavy weights. Like, it is nice, but I felt like I need to be actually softer with my body and move my body in a way that feels a little bit more present and not push, if that makes sense. And before you know it, I lost all this weight, and I still maintaining it because I'm not trying to achieve a certain weight. I don't even know how much I weigh, by the way. I don't care. I feel good. When I look in the mirror, I love what I see. And I love my body and I appreciate my body. And that is something that I highly recommend for you. Forget about losing weight. It could be in anything, right? Think about what are the habits of this person that has the thing that you want. What are they doing in the way that feels good to you? And stop focusing on the results and focusing on what you can actually right now control is what actually you do. And how you're thinking and how you're feeling. That's the only thing you can control. And when the thing you want is meant to come to you, it will. It really will. I promise you. And the last key to making this year your best, effortlessly abundant year yet, is subconscious rewiring and nervous system regulation. Truthfully, if I would choose only one thing, I would choose this. Because so much of the things we think we want, right? But yet our body, our nervous system, our subconscious mind just won't let in because it doesn't feel it's safe for you. Think about yourself like a tree right now. And you are a thin, beautiful, beautiful green tree. And I would put you right now in a hurricane storm. What would happen to this tree? Probably break, probably won't survive, right? That's how it feels to your nervous system when you put yourself in something that it, quote unquote, is good for you, but it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a big change. It's a completely different environment. It's a complete set of new things for your body, for your nervous system, to your subconscious that it cannot handle yet. And therefore, when you're doing the work of rewiring your subconscious mind, regulating your nervous system, your body, your soul, you are creating this beautiful tree that has a stronger foundation and roots, that when the storm, whatever that is that you think you want, is coming, you're so strong. You're in your alignment. You are not moving. You are deeply rooted into yourself. And that is why it's so important to understand that we think we want the thing that we want, but we're not ready for it yet. And not because we don't deserve it. It's because our nervous system, our body, because of traumas that we've been through. It could be a generation trauma. It could be something that happened beyond our years that still are living in our DNA, still living in our subconscious mind, that we're here to clear. Because remember, you coming to this time specifically as a soul, you're cleaning not only your life path, you're cleaning generational trauma. And this is a lot. It's not 1, 2, 3. But with that, it's beautiful, and it's a privilege, and it's an honor, and it's possible. One step at a time, one day at a time. And I'm so proud and so happy to, I can't tell you more about that yet, but there's something that I'm working on for you to have access to do this on a daily basis. And I can't wait to share with you more, but just know that I'm working on something very, very special for you. But in the meantime, if you feel you need help, you want to truly feel safe in whatever that is that you want to call in, to make sure that your subconscious mind, your nervous system are aligned with whatever that is that you want, book a session with me. You can go ahead to my show notes, to the description bar below, and just click the link to book a one-time session with me, or you can apply to work with me one-on-one for 3 months to completely transform your life. Like, I have nothing to say other than, as one of my clients said, was one of the best decisions she ever made in her life. And now she's freaking signed by major labels and doing exactly what she wanted. And this is the kind of work we do, of completely transforming your subconscious mind, transforming your identity in a way that feels good, in the ways that feel safe, in the way that actually feels like you more than anything. We're not trying to change you. We're trying to remove all the things you think you are, to bring you to your essence, to bring you to your truth. And that is super, super exciting. Now, since you're sticked in all the way to the end, I have a special bonus for you to add to another key that you can do for this year to make this year your best effortlessly abundant year yet, is to slow down, baby. Slow down. Enjoy. And be in gratitude as frequently as you can. I can't even tell you how many times I thought that by rushing, by putting 20 things on my to-do list, and literally squeezing so many things in my calendar, if you would see, like, the things that I thought that I could do in an hour were wild. It's just like, write a whole program or do all these massive things that I thought I can do, because I'm fast, I'm a manifestor generator. I can do things in 2 hours that people do probably in a day. But still, even for myself, my expectations are way higher than they should. And they put a lot of pressure on me. And I will not allow myself to enjoy. And what I found, time is bended. It can be bended. It can be changed. Meaning, sometimes you feel like this year, I don't know about you, but it flew by for me. Right? And some moments and some time periods, I felt like it was just like the days were not end. The weeks were so long. And you would think to yourself, how is that possible? Because time is a perspective. And when I understood and when I slow down internally, what happens to the world around me? It's always responding to me. It's also slowing down. When I am being present with myself, with the person in front of me, and with the thing that I have to do, right? And I'm fully there, you suddenly feel an hour is an hour. Doesn't feel like you're just rushing to the next thing, and while you're with this person, you're already thinking about what you're going to eat after, or you're thinking about always the next thing, and you're never actually present. And then you think to yourself, what did I do today? What did I do yesterday? You don't even remember because you're chasing your own tail. And I'm here to remind you that everything is on time. Everything will come in the right time. You are never off time. There's no actual medal for achieving more things in less time. I want you to remember that and remind myself that there is no medal for achieving more things. We think, the more I achieve, the happier I will be. But in what expense? Of your joy, of your family time with yourself? Like, I'd rather go quote unquote slower, more intentional, and more present, and actually enjoy every moment and be present with it and be intentional with it, versus packing my day with 100 things to do and feeling like I am not enough always, and always half-assing it because I can't really be present with it or be present with the person is in front of me. That is not why we're here. So choose less things, give your attention to it, be with it, breathe into it, put all your 5 senses into it, and you will see how time expands. You will see how things are just so much actually moving faster in the way of like you just gaining this beautiful momentum and clarity, and you're in the zone where things are just flowing to you because you're not just busy checking on things from your list. You're actually living the things you have on your list, and they're just quickly kind of being either resolved or completed without so much effort. And that's my intention for you too. So I hope, my loves, you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please go ahead and rate it, write a review. And if you are posting it on your stories, on your Instagram, and you're tagging me at Effortlessly Abundant Life, you're going to get a free hypnosis to get even more abundance effortlessly. And with that, guys, I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for this year. I can tell you that definitely follow this podcast because you are going to get so many exciting announcements. And truthfully, the best thing is to join my newsletter. It's my close soul circle. I call them that way because this is where I'm really giving the best deals, the best access to work with me. And you're getting always the first news. So click the link below and get actually a guided meditation. It's a guided hypnosis series. It's only 15 minutes to align you to your effortlessly abundant life. It comes with a journal that I did every single morning to get me the six figures that I want, the relationship that I want, and it's really going to help you to get on the path. It's completely free, and you're also going to be part of my close circle, soul circle, and get access to all the things that I am about to announce. So guys, with that, I love you so much. Have a beautiful rest of your day wherever you guys listening, and I'll see you in our next episode.